As we heard from 49ers general manager John Lynch, it does appear that the San Francisco 49ers plan on picking up the fifth-year option of Brandon Aiyuk. However, there are some interesting reports continuing to come out from the owners' meetings. According to Eric Branch and Nick Wagner, teams are reaching out to the San Francisco 49ers and inquiring about Brandon Ayuk in a possible trade. As we know about John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, no player is off limits. As they say all the time, they listen to all offers and will consider everything. The San Francisco 49ers have until May 1st to officially pick up Brandon Ayuk's fifth-year option, which would kick in a fully guaranteed $14 million contract. If the fifth-year option is picked up, Brandon Ayuk would account for a $3.9 million cap hit in 2023. John Lynch went on to say this about Brandon Ayuk during the owners' meetings. Brandon's been excellent for us. I'd be shocked if we didn't in regards to picking up the fifth-year option. We still have some time. We're still discussing, but it probably makes sense to do that for Brandon. He's a really good player. He's a guy we're very fortunate to have, and he's just coming into his own. He's only going to get better. So we're excited about watching Brandon move forward with us. Brandon Ayuk had a bit of a breakout season last year, reaching over 1,000 receiving yards and scoring 8 touchdowns. John Lynch went on to say this about Brandon Ayuk. It's interesting when you're at these league functions, ownership meetings, combine, a lot of people ask about him. They really appreciate his game and they see it ascending. Now, this is going to be a situation that we got to continue to monitor. Now, again, just because they're planning on picking up the fifth-year option doesn't quiet any of the trade talks. In fact, this kind of picks it up even more about maybe there is something going on that we just have to pay attention to. Nick Wagner put out a piece over the weekend on Mike McGlinchey, how both John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan approached Mike McGlinchey and let him know that after the 2021 season, they might trade Mike McGlinchey just because they could already see they might not be able to afford him and they wanted to get something in return. You can make the argument that the same thing is going to happen to Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers already paid big money to Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk, if he takes another step further, can be priced out potentially for the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers may want to get something in return. So I don't think we can quite put the trade rumors to sleep regarding Brandon Ayuk, especially the fact that multiple teams are clearly interested in him. They're talking about it openly, and they have yet to make any progress with contract negotiations. This is something that we're going to have to pay attention to. We don't know if it's going to come to a head and they're going to trade Brandon Ayuk, but Brandon Ayuk is not signed yet. Until he signs on the dotted line, anything can happen. What do you think the San Francisco 49ers do with Brandon Ayuk? Do you think they potentially float him in a trade, or would it be a massive mistake to move on from Brandon Ayuk at this point in his career? Let me know in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.